Hello. Welcome to One Potato Topic Sandwich. Short circuit, help short me circuit. Here is Autumn Fisher, Fish, and Greg R. Russ.
Whoa, let's go! Ooh, oh. Yeah.
The Mumford & Sons neighbor texted this morning and said, let me just read it verbatim.
The sexy Mumford & Sons guy?
Yes, I don't know. Sexy is what
he's very sexual. He's like having sex with people in hallways near you.
It's just in the living room.
Yeah. But it's like, where is it in your house that you hear him? Everywhere?
Well, because of the way the layout is, the bedroom is below the kitchen and the living room. So you can hear it more in the bedroom. But if it's quiet upstairs in the middle of the performative sex, you can hear her moaning.
Yeah.
Her groans of ecstasy. Yeah. Question for you. My Spectrum is $160 a month, which seems insane. Was wondering if you would want to split the cost of internet Wi-Fi. I used to do it at my other apartment.
Oh.
I don't want to.
No.
But now I'm in a position where you say no, and it's like, why not? Why wouldn't you want to? It's like, oh God, I don't. Why did you have to ask this?
Well, you can say, like, I'm just not comfortable, joining things
with you.
Well, with people outside of my family. Because it's true. Like, if he doesn't pay, you're responsible, right? So,
I mean, that part doesn't bother me as much. I already pay as it is. So if he didn't pay, nothing changes. I would just change the password.
Oh, right.
I mean, I would definitely want to be the one who keeps the router, and I'd rather keep it in my name.
What if he would want to not do that? What if he would want to, like, no, I want it to be in my name?
Then I'd say no. Sorry.
Why don't you say, that's an interesting idea. How would that work? And then if he explains that it would be in his name or whatever, you're like, yeah, I don't really feel comfortable with that, but I don't know. Have you tried? And then give him like a little solution. Like, have you tried seeing if you can get it discounted for any reason?
Well, I called and they gave me the fucking runaround and kept me on the phone for like an hour. Not even just waiting. Like, once I connected with the agent, there were these just long periods of, I feel like, purposeful suffering where the rep would say, all right, you need to go check on something, and would disappear for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you can tell they're working at home too.
How can you tell? Do you hear chickens? Have you ever called someone and they're like somewhere? I don't know where they are, but you can hear chickens in the background. Have you ever heard that?
I could hear like a game show in the background. TV. I mean, maybe that was an office. Who knows? They could be watching reruns of... Well, I guess they brought back the stupid No Whammies show.
Which one's No Whammies?
I can't remember the name of it.
It's like, there's like tiles.
Yeah, and then the little goblin creatures.
Yeah. Elizabeth Banks? No, not Elizabeth Banks. Somebody hosts that.
Press Your Luck.
Press Your Luck. What's her name from 40-Year-Old Virgin, who is like the crazy sexual one? And she was in Hot Wet American Summer.
Elizabeth Banks.
It is Elizabeth Banks. I was thinking it was someone else. Anyway, yes. I think she hosts it, right?
Yes, she does. Michael Strahan currently hosts $100,000 Pyramid. When is this world?
Well, it's old world, because all of that is old.
I know. That's what I mean. It's all just stuff that existed previously. They're like, I don't know. We have no new good ideas. So let's just recycle.
People do have new good ideas, but no one will like bankroll it because it's like, well, we don't know whether it's too risky.
And pressure luck's not risky?
No, like the way that you make money on it or not.
It's no, I know what you mean. But pressure luck has got mass appeal. That's really going to draw in the audiences.
Oh, right.
Nothing against Elizabeth Banks, but I mean, the fact that Family Feud is still going blows my mind. And I know that the big thing with Steve Harvey's really saved that show, but I feel like the internet is turned on Steve Harvey.
Well, he has saved the show, but have you watched it anytime recently?
What is recently? Within the past 3 years, yes. Within the past year, no.
I just feel like he is not happy. He does not seem like he's having a good time. Like either I see it in waiting rooms, so it just seems like either this is his like 14th show today that he's, trying to, push through to finish the day, or he really is just like, I fucking hate this job. But, it's just the same thing over and over.
I mean, it could be both. If he hates the job, it does become compounded because of the fact they film so many in a short period.
Right.
Like they probably do what, 5 a day?
I would think more, but especially like I don't think they take that long to really make. I mean, the most time would probably be the in-between times, right? Like getting them out there, talking about the rules,
he has to change his suit.
Yep, he's got to change his suit. He's got to whiten those teeth real quick before he gets back out there.
But the internet hates him, right? Because he says things like, "I wouldn't date a person if they didn't believe in God."
Oh,
which whatever. Some people,
that's your prerogative.
Yeah, it's a fair thing for someone to say.
Yeah.
But I think he's taking it further because it's not
farther.
an actual distance. So he's taking it further and said things like people who don't believe in God can't be morally good, or at least implied that. I'm paraphrasing.
Oh my God, Family Feud's like, shut up.
Well, he's become this weird dating expert, or so he's self-proclaimed dating expert, and he's written these books, and it's for women also. It's not even for men. So it is a strange stance that he takes on things. I don't know what the most recent thing was, but...
Why are his teeth so big?
Maybe, I don't know, are they veneers?
They've got to be veneers. We got to look up Steve Harvey. Hold on a sec. Steve Harvey teeth before.
I think they were always this good looking.
No. Teeth before.
The before and after pictures that pop up. I don't know. It looks pretty much the same.
Yeah. He always had a real, like, 2 teeth smile. 2 teeth, sorry. Both up and down, top and bottoms.
Are you seeing the picture where the younger picture is him with a flat top on the right?
Yes, I see that. But I think he still has veneers. I think those have to be, because they are a different shape.
I mean, you can't really see the bottom teeth had a bit of...
They're definitely veneers. The bottom ones have some like gum recession. They look normal.
There's no reason for it, though. His teeth were fine before.
Yeah, people... It's like, I don't... And also what you have to do, you really have to ruin your teeth forever in order to get that done.
Yeah, because then they shave them down so they can fit the things over top.
Yeah. And I think they're like breast implants where you have to like replace them every certain amount of years. People don't do it. And then...
So they pull the veneers off and your little
nubs.
Needle teeth are there.
Yeah.
Every time I go to the dentist, like there's some crowding with my bottom teeth. It's always been like that. It's just the way my teeth have been, and it's not getting worse. And they try to push Invisalign on me. Like,
yeah, I think they make money from that.
Don't you want to fix that? It's like, no, I don't care. And then once they know that I don't care cosmetically, like, well, it's kind of bad for the teeth because it puts some pressure points in certain places. I'm like, it's fine. It's been like this my whole life.
Ever since if it's been like that, why are we messing with it?
Yeah, well, there's some gum recession on the bottom. It's like, I think it's normal. It's not getting worse. Well, you grind your teeth. You need a custom mouth guard. You can't just use any mouth guard. It's like, I don't. Okay, what does that cost? $700. No, I don't want that.
Wow.
Last time I went, I actually like my dentist. I'm making it seem like I don't, because the dentist before got really pushy with things to the point where I refused to. The gum recession was something that the previous dentist had brought up, and then they said there was some sort of like scaling that needed to be done with my teeth because, they were extra dirty. And then with the gum recession, there's some procedure where they take gum from elsewhere, and they were really pushing this on me. And I said no to it all. And
like the grafting, I think, right?
Yeah, and then when I said no to that, and then the scaling, the woman said, "Well, that's all right. Then I'll clean your teeth." I made sure to bring my sharp tools today. And I swear to God, it was the most painful cleaning I've ever had.
Whoa.
And I'd been going to that dentist for 10 years. Probably more than 10 years.
Did she say like, I'm just kidding, guy?
No. I mean, she was Eastern European. I think she meant it.
Damn. I brought my sharpest tools.
Yeah. And then proceeded to hurt me.
Wow. So
then I went to this new dentist, and they're very nice. They still try to push things on you, but they're not too terrible when you say no. Though with the night guard.
Oh, night guard.
They did set it up so when I went to the desk, like, all right, we're going to make your appointment to be fitted for the night guard in 2 weeks. And I was like, no, I don't want that.
Wow.
I was like, I don't want it.
It's weird. Like, normally, wouldn't they say, like, okay, well, this is happening, and, the next, we're keeping an eye on it. The next time you come in, let's see if there are any changes, as far as like positive or negative, and then we'll go from there. Not just like, oh yeah, you have crowding, we need this.
With the night guard, they have pointed out, and they've got these cameras now that they can get really close up in high definition. And they do show me these little divots where like clenching my teeth at night. But I was like, I don't know if that's new or if that's old. We could track it, like you said. And part of the problem is I just from the start, I'm like, you're just trying to sell me something. You're trying to upsell me. I don't trust what you're saying. And maybe that's not the right approach, because there is a world where these things are real. Like, sure, yeah, that would benefit you if you got that. But immediately I think, no. You're not gonna work on me. Not pulling the wool over these eyes.
Or these teeth.
Ugh. Just the thought of wool on teeth.
In your mouth.
Taking a bite of a sheep. It's not as bad as like the thought of a paper towel in my mouth.
Ooh. I used to get really freaked out by wet paper towels. Like I could barely touch them. And then I was working as a waitress, and I just like had to get over it. Because I had to pick up wet napkins and stuff. I hated it. I was like, ugh.
What about it? Was it the texture or just the fact that there's some soaked up some unknown substance?
Oh, no. It's never about germs. I'm never worried about germs. It's more like, it's like my nails touching it. Like, ooh. I just didn't like the idea of that. It's like your teeth thing in the wool, right? It's like a paper towel in your mouth. It's like, ooh, yeah. I'm picturing now like a wet paper towel, like wadded up. Or not paper towel, but just like a napkin, wadded up, and you chew it like gum.
Stop.
Ew.
It's
and it wouldn't be like bouncy enough. It would just like.
It's disgusting. Please stop.
Yeah, it's really bad.
The texture of that is really making my skin crawl, the thought of it. It's similar to cotton. Really gross. Putting cotton in your mouth, which that gauze they put in at the dentist, going back to this.
I hate that too.
Like if I think about it too much while it's happening, I will gag. But
I know you have to like disassociate a little bit at the dentist.
Yeah. Luckily, usually when they put that in, you're numb too, so you can't really.
Oh yeah, your mouth already feels like cotton, kind of.
Yeah, so you can't really tell that it's there, but the thought of it. Also, lately, egg cartons have really started to get to me.
Ooh.
Or those carriers. It's the same material, I guess, as drink carriers.
Sure.
Where there's like 4 slots for drinks.
Yeah, and they're like molded.
Yeah, something about that material. If I touch it, I hate the feel of it.
Interesting.
That sums it up best, that noise.
Yeah. I forget what it's called when you have, like, is it called squee? I think. Like when you have an aversion to something, like you're squeed out or something. I can't remember what it's called.
We should ask Grok. We should make this whole show asking AI things. I'm going to ask Grok.
I hate that it's called Grok. I also hate that you can't not use AI now. Like every time you Google something, the AI answers first.
I think you
like,
can turn that off.
Website.
I think you can turn it off.
I need to do that.
But yes, it is pretty annoying. And it gets things wrong. And people just believe it.
And then also it's we're supposed to like care about how much water it's using or something. And it's like, okay, well, if I choose to not use AI, but then it's like automatically included in everything, what am I supposed to do? I got to turn it off. But still, is that using water? What's happening? I don't understand this water thing. It just takes a lot to cool these places that have the servers that are doing AI.
I don't know. I don't know how the water plays into it. I know they use a lot of electricity. I know that people say the nuclear is the way to go, but nuclear does require a lot of water for cooling. But we're not really there yet. So what you're talking about is something else.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Hapaphobia, the fear of touch.
Oh.
But that's just, I don't think that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because wouldn't that be other people touching you or you touching other people?
Yeah, that's what that sounds like.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a form of it.
Sure.
You say squee. Squee just is an exclamation or verb used to express intense excitement, joy, or delight. Like
squeal.
Squee.
Squee. It's like those people that say, oh, kawaii.
It's an onomatopoeic word mimicking high-pitched squeal. There you go. Commonly associated with fandom culture, where fans squee over favorite characters, stories, or moments.
There you go. See, I said it was like those weird anime people.
I saw the new movie trailer, and I just squeed.
I squeed in my pants.
Yeah, whatever. People want to use that word, they can. I'm not going to use it.
Yeah. Oh, that was very elder millennial of you, and anti-boomer of you.
Why? Because
you just accepted that it was different and that it's still weird, but fine. If somebody wants to do that, that's fine.
But not saying that the fact that I don't like it is the correct stance.
Right. Exactly. And the only way to be.
I think part of the problem with aging, and I know that more people do get judgmental as they get older, but part of the problem is some people are like that their whole lives. And then you just suddenly become old. And then people say, you're just saying that because you're old. It's like, no, I've been judging shit since I've been born.
Well, you're talking about yourself.
I am.
Yeah.
And even Eric to an extent. I feel like he always criticizes things.
You think so?
I think so. He's always had this complex of being smarter. I know best.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Maybe it's being presented differently. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to I'll just speak for myself. I'm trying to become mindful of it because as I get older, I understand that that's the way it's going to be interpreted and dismissed. Like, well, you're just old. It's like, all right, I got to change my stance. Things that I didn't like in the past, I can still not like them, but I'm just going to not let them bother me as much, hopefully.
I don't understand being bothered by it, that like people that you're not really interacting with anyway are doing something that you don't understand. So what's that have to do with you? Like,
I think there's a level of this is the way everyone talks now. So maybe there's a feeling of being left behind.
But then you just dig your heels in and stay behind.
And maybe it does remind you that you're getting older. Like, oh, I'm not up to date with this shit.
That's threatening.
That's certainly a lot of it. Like, I would never use these words no matter what age I was. I just wouldn't use squee.
Like squee.
Or whatever that word on the radio
bet.
show. I don't even know what that is.
And you say, it's like an agreement of like, yeah, that we're definitely going to do that. Like bet.
How would you use it in the sentence?
You would say, oh, let's go to Chick-fil-A and get some nugs. You're like, bet.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. No matter what age. At some point, you just come off as like the older person trying to sound cool. So it's better that you don't use those words.
Sure.
But if I were of the age group, I still don't think I'd use it.
And laughing about it is one thing. Like, but then also I think what's important is not forgetting that you also were dumb and young.
Skibbity
toilet.
Whatever the fuck that word was.
Ohio Obama Rizzler.
What is skibbity? When did that come from?
Oh, it's so stupid. It came from this like brain rot meme of this head coming out of a toilet and him saying skibbity or something. And so he's skibbity toilet. I don't really know.
Yeah, there it is.
It kind of left really quickly because like it was popular for just a little flash of a time.
I'm looking. Whatever. I don't care.
Oh, what do you care about?
You can't even find the original stuff anymore. When you look for something, you find a bunch of videos of people analyzing, breaking down the thing that you want to research.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want your analysis of this. If there's some video that's gone viral and you're trying to, like, I guess there was some pickpocketer in Venice or something, and they stole an American woman's wallet and passport, and the woman realized it and like grabbed the pickpocketer by the ponytail and screamed at her and got her stuff back. And I just wanted to find that video.
Yeah.
And I could not fucking find it. I found clips of the video that were being used and somebody else was talking about the video, but I couldn't find the original fucking video. And it drove me absolutely insane that it's that difficult to find source material. It is all buried under piles and mounds of people giving their commentary.
Yeah, so that they can like profit off of this popular thing.
It's fucking gross. It drives me absolutely insane. There's such a mad, desperate dash for attention. And it's just completely undermined the original. I don't know what the original purpose for any of the social media was. At first it was, I was thinking, it's like, it's for people to put their own shit out. Like they get a little opportunity to be creative. If it was Instagram, it's just taking their own photos, things they see. If you're interested in that, you can go look. It was
like a collection for themselves a little bit.
Yeah, and your friends. And it's like, oh, wow, I'm seeing, what this person sees in the world.
And this is a cool picture of your kid, who I haven't seen in a bit. And you made a cool artistic pic. Isn't she beautiful? I saw her when she was a baby and now she's older. Wow.
Just become a platform, though, for people to analyze other works. Or even not even works, just viral fucking videos.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be that hard, is all I'm saying. If that stuff's going to exist, but why, when you search, can you not find the original? Why isn't the original? I assume the original has the most views of any. That should be the first thing that pops up.
Yeah, it's true.
You're embedded in searching around.
Yeah.
Stitched videos of stitched videos of stitched videos.
Yeah.
It's like holding two mirrors up to each other.
Huh?
It's like holding two mirrors up to each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it is tough because it'll be someone, who's doing a response to a video that you want to see the original of. And it's behind them, but it's not playing. It's just a still image of it. And so then you have to go and search for, the real video. And like you said, a lot of what you get is just people reacting to it. And it's frustrating. And then you're like, well, I actually don't. And then you have to question, I actually don't really care that much. So I'm just going to give up. And then what are we doing with our lives?
Would you want to be one of these, quote, creators whose creations are just videos talking about other people's videos? But like, say you're very popular and you've got a huge following.
Mm-hmm.
Would that satisfy you? Is that something you would want or no?
It's not something I would want. I think, okay, this is what I'm thinking. Let's say I did that. Okay, so there's someone I'm thinking of in particular. She watches like that TLC show, Four Weddings. Do you remember that?
No.
Where it's like they have 4 women and they're all getting married. They're all doing like different types of weddings, and so you put together the ones that are like, I'm having a small wedding because I think big weddings are tacky. And then the next person's like, I'm having a big wedding because I love opulence and stuff. And then they all have to like, and then they all rate each other's weddings. They all go to each other's weddings. Anyway, so she talks about those episodes and I find myself watching them. It's never like a video in the background. It's just still images from the show. And then I'm interested. I watch it for some reason. And so I'm thinking if I did anything, it would be kind of like that, and it would be for like Jersey Shore. And I guess I would hope that it would be popular. Like it would bum me out to do it. I would enjoy doing it, but I think it would bum me out to like look and see that I only had like 12 views. You know what I mean?
So no, take that part out. Like you're wildly popular and successful.
Uh-huh.
Like I think of this YouTube channel, The New Rock Stars, and all they do is fucking break down like superhero movies and shit like that, Star Wars crap. And like a trailer will come out and they'll spend an hour talking about the trailer, pointing out every little fucking detail. Like they scour over it all.
Okay.
And I always think like it gets millions of views. Mm-hmm. And I always think about, you've got a level of success there. You've got a level of notoriety. Some people probably recognize these people. They're out on the street.
Okay.
Which is, I think, what motivates a lot of people to do this in the first place. That's what they want. They don't really care how they get there. That's what they want. They want a lot of subscribers, viewers, followers.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to be recognized. For me personally, I think about it like there's a level of success and monetization that comes along with that.
Sure. And that's good. That's people want that.
But would I want that? I would rather be creating the thing that's being talked about than being the person who's talking about the thing that's been created.
Oh, no, I'd be fine with talking about the thing that's already been created.
There'd still be something.
Way, I'm kind of creating my own new thing, and you're getting my unique perspective, or maybe I'm funny, or maybe you think I'm cool, like not cool, like funny to watch or something, or cool to watch, and it's like, I'd be fine with that.
There's something that would nag me. It's like, all right, you're here, but it's like being a critic. Being a film critic's very strange to me. Or going to restaurants and reviewing restaurants.
Yeah.
Or reviewing music. When you don't actually do it yourself. When maybe you don't have the talent to do it. So you just become a person who shits or praises things that you enjoy, but you don't have the ability to create. Now, that's not to say that there isn't.
Right. There isn't like a skill in providing good commentary or interesting,
or even that there's a service. There's a level of a service. Like you want to know what you can trust some people's opinion. And like, I want to go see this movie. I'm not sure. There's this person I trust. Let's see what the review says. There's a level of that. But I think if you're working in that world, it needs to be framed. You need to keep it framed in your own mind. You don't become this like bigger than the medium you're critiquing.
Oh.
And I think there would just
be... And that bothers you that you wouldn't be, that you would always be underneath that?
Yeah, I think that's why you have to operate, because if you don't keep this humility in place, then it's like, what the fuck? You're famous, you're successful because you critique an art form that you don't create. That's weird. So you need to keep that contained a bit. But then when you keep it contained, it's like, well, now I just live in this little. I just wouldn't get satisfaction out of it. I think it would bother me. It would eat away at me. I would just want to be the person who was actually creating the thing.
But then, do you think you could create the thing?
I don't know. Maybe you can't. It's hard to create these things, and not so many people are good at it. And some people are very good at it and never get the opportunity to do it. And people who aren't so great at it do get the opportunity to do it. And then that can breed some resentment. It's like, what the fuck? This moron, Michael Bay.
Well, I think that's a little bit of something that Eric struggles with, right? Where it's like he sees people, like I think he was talking about Rachel Maddow the other day and how she works 1 day a week and she went to a pay cut, but still the pay cut was still millions of dollars. And I think he was like, how come I, can't get a job like that? Or I think with like Joe Rogan, he felt like he was providing a more entertaining show than Joe Rogan. And Joe Rogan was getting, obviously so much more money.
It's worthy of some level of critique. It's like you get millions of dollars to do a show 1 day a week. Do you really bring that much value? You don't know the financials. Clearly, somewhere somebody said, yeah, this is worth it. It brings in this much money. We'll give her this much money 1 day a week.
Right.
But yes, it's a complex issue. You start comparing yourself, putting yourself in that spot or not in that spot.
Right.
I'm in this spot. I should be in that spot because I'm more talented than that person.
But you're not, because you're not getting paid that.
Or maybe you are. And it sucks that, like, you look at your own situation.
Yeah,
whatever you get paid is you're worth more than that, right?
Sure. Yeah, you're right. But apparently not. I mean, I think so, but
it is a big, complicated mess.
Yeah.
Like you have traditional means of success where there were gatekeepers and people had to make those decisions. And they said, you're good enough, you're in, or you've played the game right, you're in. We allow you to direct this film. We allow you, we're going to publish your book. We think your music's good enough. And then you have the internet that opened everything up. So people didn't necessarily have to go through those channels and could put their own stuff out there. And the idea behind that is nice. It's like, oh, wow, now we can have access to people that maybe we've never heard of before who are really talented. Problem is it all gets clogged up and then it's hard to find those things. And the ratios are like, hey, there's one good thing for every 16 million awful things.
Yeah.
And now you can't even find the original video of that thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's a weird... That's kind of why I wouldn't want to create the thing. Because it's like, I don't want to fight for all that. I would rather just do the thing based on something else. Just like I don't want to start my own business.
I don't want to fight for it either. I couldn't imagine saying that I could create anything good enough to stand out. Yeah. Maybe. I never tried. And that's a conversation for another time. It gets to a point where you kind of wish the people who made the decisions in the first place, who kept so many people down because there's limited spots, you kind of wish that they came back and they were like, will you filter through all this shit for me and just tell me what's good? And that's not even a fair assessment because, plenty of shit things get through.
Sure.
So saying, tell me what's good, like, that in itself is problematic. It's like, well, you for years have told me this is good and it's not good. This is garbage. You told me
also sometimes
Fuel
garbage
was a good band. You told me Garbage was a good band.
Garbage sometimes is more entertaining. Think about all like the terrible movies and things that have been made. And without those, you wouldn't have fun reviews of terrible movies, of like Suburban Sasquatch, like people making movies in the woods with limited budgets that have become sort of like niche cult fodder.
It's just hard to even find that these days.
That's what I'm saying, because I guess maybe people, even though we don't have the suit anymore telling us what's good and what's bad, and that's good, but we also have so much content, that, well, okay. So as far as like self made or self curated things with like algorithms and stuff, that's different. That's a different thing. But when it comes to big industries like movie making, then you really don't get to see like terrible little movies are not being made anymore. It doesn't seem like that's way harder to get in.
Well, even good little movies aren't being made anymore.
True. It's all superheroes and shit.
Well, they've screwed up the whole model by releasing things so quickly to streaming. Mm-hmm. Nobody's going to go out. And, theaters themselves haven't enforced. They've tried to make the experience nicer. They put in recliners.
Yeah, that is nice.
But, there's still people go who are on their fucking phones and they're loud. And I know that's always kind of been a thing, but just those rules, those societal rules in place that most people respected have really fallen apart. Now it's like, okay, most people don't give a shit about this anymore. And everyone's so combative. If I ask a person to be quiet, I'll probably be stabbed.
Well, that's not true, though.
Not stabbed, but people do get defensive immediately.
Yeah.
Even if you're nice about it. Like, hey, please, fuck you. Tell me what to do.
Ooh, you know what happened yesterday at trivia?
What?
I caught someone cheating, straight up cheating.
What did you do? What was the punishment? Did you shame them?
Well, okay. So it's this couple who are, parents. They're like, their son is in college. They're older than us. They're like, to me, they're adults. I know I'm 43 and I'm obviously an adult, but to me, they're like grown-ups to me because they're like lame and just moms, dad, whatever. I'm just trying to paint the picture of who these people are. And they've come in, they usually come in with their son and his girlfriend and they play and they win. They'll win, So the other day they're sitting down the edge of the bar. I had heard from servers saying that they were cheating. And I was like, that's interesting. I'm going to keep my eye out. And then they didn't show up for a while. They came back a little bit and they were sitting near me. So I wasn't like too concerned, I just felt like they wouldn't, if they were going to cheat, they're not going to cheat right in front of my face. So then last night they were sitting down around the side of the bar where I couldn't see them as much. And I was going down that way to pick up my, gift cards and stuff. And I see him on his phone and I just look over his shoulder and he's Googling the question I just asked. And I was like, hey, what you doing? And he looked at me and he was smiling and he was like, oh, we just got a little anxious to like, he said we were curious. Mm-hmm. I was like, what? Yeah, he said, and then he was, and I was just staring at him, like letting him kind of fumble around. And his wife did not turn around to like look at me. I think she was really embarrassed and her neck was getting really red while I was standing there. And he was like, we weren't going to count it. I was like, yes, you were. I was like, don't keep lying. I was like, don't double up on a lie. And then he was like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, we weren't going to turn it in. I was like, yes, you were. I was like, come on.
Do you think they will return?
Well, that's the thing. So
did you ban them?
Well, okay. So I let him sort of like flop around a little bit and feel squirmish, whatever. And I was like, okay. And I left and then I just kept going, even though I was like, what the fuck? So then I pass out the crossword puzzle round. And in the middle of the crossword puzzle round, I go around that side again. And, because I hand them their crossword puzzle and I look at him and like, here you go. Anyway, and so then in the middle of it, he hands me my pencil back and he's like, we're going to head out. And I was like, and the wife did look at me finally, but neither of them said they were sorry, A. And then also I was like, listen, I'm real chill about all of this. And, you guys cheating is not okay. There, and he was like, yeah, we were this, we were that. And I was like, it's just not fair to the other people who are not cheating. I was like, what if you guys had won? I was like, that is not okay. I was like, that's not.
And you said they have won.
They have, yeah. So I wonder if they've cheated before, but
of course, why this is not the first time.
Oh, of course, I know. I'm just saying I don't know.
I know you can't prove it, but
no. But I told them, I said, listen, I said I am really relaxed about this game and phones and things, and you guys doing this makes it so I have to not be chill. I was like, please, don't make me make that decision. Like, don't make me not, don't make me second guess what people are doing, So then, I was like, listen, please come back. But, let's start over. Just let's not, I feel like I gentle parented them.
I was going to say it was a nice approach. You put it back on them.
Yeah.
You didn't scold them. You didn't even give them a chance to become defensive because you didn't attack.
No. I was really...
You pulled the, I'm disappointed in you.
I was.
You put me in a bad
really
spot.
Disappointed in them.
And you like me, right? So why would you want to put me in a bad spot?
Exactly. And that was the original thing too. When they first came in, because I hadn't seen them in a while, I was like, oh, hey, where have you been? Oh, it's so good to see you guys. All right. Blah, blah, blah. And then at the end, the way that they left, like, I really hoped that they felt like sad that they disappointed me, especially because I'm a very relaxed trivia host. I'm not real strict about spelling or even answers. Like, one of the questions the other night was about that fish that would sing songs, like take me to the river, and it would like pop out and look at you,
Right, like the big mouth bass.
Yes. And the question was, it was body part answers. And the answer, I think, is like Billy Big Mouth Bass or something. And I was basically accepting any combination of those things, especially if it included mouth, because that was the point of the thing. But like Big Mouth Bass, I'll take it. Billy Big Mouth, I'll take it. Anyway, so that's the kind of trivia I run. I'm not really strict. And I also, like, people are on their phones. All right, that's fine. If you guys are all on your phones and you're obviously cheating, like, that sucks. I'm not going to let that happen, just like this guy. But it's just like, relax, everybody. And also, what are you getting? You're getting a $50 gift card to this place to be like disappointed with your $50 worth of food?
I hope that place doesn't listen to the show.
Listen, it's fine. It's bar food, but it's like, it's not like you're getting a $50, spa gift card, or like, a German, a French patisserie, fucking whatever. Like, it's bar food. You're gonna save up money for like, mid wings and chicken tenders.
It's not about any of that. It's a strange, because you should have shame if you win. Even if you don't get caught, you're cheating,
yes.
You win. There's nothing to be proud of because you didn't earn the win.
It's such a muted feeling of accomplishment.
But it's because it's less about proving things to yourself and more about proving things to other people. That's this whole dynamic that we live in. Yeah. Those people would rather just beat everyone else so those other people think, well, they're very good. And maybe it's the $50 gift card. I doubt it. It's just this, I need to be the person who won. It doesn't matter how I got there. And the other people don't even need to know how I got here. And I think this goes back to the conversation or the point I was trying to make before, the conversation we were having before about creating the content or just being a person who goes online to talk about the content, or just a person who goes online and puts boring videos up about their day, which a lot of those things do get traction. It's like the British mom in America. It's like, okay, you've got millions of viewers and there's a person, she's got a personality, but what does it become? It's like less about what you accomplish and prove to yourself. And sure, if you create something that other people like and they, become fans of it, I would love that.
Sure. That feels good.
But it's less of what you create and more of what do other people think of me instead of what do I think of myself.
Yeah.
It drives a lot of this. It's like, I want people to like me and follow me. And I know that people who are popular online do deal with a lot of shit. You've got the people who like you and the people who don't. And the people who don't are pretty vocal too. And they write some horrific things. And that's part of what you have to deal with. Yeah. But
they'll comment retard.
Yeah. I just don't understand what the real motivation behind this stuff is. And if people, this is why I was asking before, do you think there's a level of fulfillment in it? And I'm sure there is on some level, but is it true fulfillment? And that can't be answered, in any way that applies to everyone. But someone for me, just because I had a lot of followers, if I wasn't creating something I was proud of, I wouldn't feel good about it. Like, that's not the end game, just to get a lot of followers and to get a lot of engagement. And sure, if you make money off of it, that would be great too. I would like money. That would probably be my biggest driving factor in that kind of dynamic. Is like, well, at least I make some good money doing this, or even extra money if it's not good money. But it wouldn't, at the end of the day, fulfill me. And I'm just curious. I don't think there is a way we can answer this.
Why would you have started doing it if you don't think it would fulfill you?
Well, I didn't start doing anything.
Right, but in the scenario where you're like, you started this thing and you would sort of feel unfulfilled, then why would you start it in the first place? Because I think the what we're saying is it's really how you start. Because if you start just to get recognition and money and like outside validation, then it's not going to last. Or maybe if that's the only thing that's important to you, then I guess, okay. But if you want to do something that's going to fulfill you, you're going to start out with doing it, whether you get accolades or recognition or whatever. Yeah, if you get the 12 views, that's fine because you're just doing it for you.
What's the initial motivation? I think for a lot of people, they set out because they want to grow a giant following. For me, like I said, if I was going to do it, like I would do Jersey Shore, and it would be because I'm not seeing people talk about Jersey Shore. I would make content that I would want to see. There's a balance you have to strike. I was thinking back to you saying, you're creating this Jersey Shore content, but then you get 12 viewers, and that would be discouraging. And it would be discouraging because it's not just for you. Like, you set out to do these things because you want to create something good, but when you're in any part of entertainment, it's like you want to create a good product for an audience. So it's not really about you. It is about the audience. In the process, though, you can be proud of things that you've created that an audience wants to consume. So there's always ego involved, and it is about you. Like, it's not completely altruistic. Like, I'm setting out just because I want other people, but like, that is, at least percentage wise, when I first wanted to get into radio, the thought was, I like the idea of someone having a shitty day, and if I can make them forget about that shitty day for even 5 minutes, then there's value in that. Like, that always, for whatever reason, was very appealing to me when I first started in radio. And then I realized, it's like, oh, I'm going to make them forget about their shitty day by talking about how shitty the world is. It's like, well, maybe a flawed model there.
Sure.
But there's also the part of you that has to think that you are a person who can do that. And that's always been an internal struggle of mine. I'm like, who the fuck do you think you are, even thinking you're a person who can do this? So you have to get through that. And you have to admit that there is the side of you that thinks, yeah, I do actually think that. And you have to be okay with that. So I
think the second part to me makes more sense than the first part. Like, I don't feel as like self-conscious about that part, but I get what you're saying about the second part.
No, I'm that's varying degrees of people who struggle with the part of questioning themselves. I think I'm trying to illustrate that it's not just either or. Like, I'm going to just create great content for people because I really care about other people. You do want to do things for yourself. You do want to be recognized for the things you do. That's why you set out to do it in the first place. But it's that being recognized for the thing that you do that I get caught up on, because you see some of these accounts that have huge followings and they're not doing anything special. And a lot of the times it does feel like it's luck of the draw. Like, I don't know why this.
I think it really is.
I don't know why this person got to this level. And you see that, and then you think, well, I could do that. Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't mean that you could actually do that, but what they are creating, you could create to the same level, maybe even better. Doesn't mean you'll find the same level of success. So the draw is there. and this is me. I say you could do that, but like I see these accounts and think, well, that's something I could do, and it could possibly. I mean, it worked for this person. I mean, the chances are low of it actually working the same level for me, but it could. And then I think about the other side of it, though. It's like, well, what am I really making at that point if I'm just documenting like people blocking the sidewalk in New York, and that's my whole account?
And it wouldn't be necessarily, you'd have to prepare yourself to post that content for however long until one day, it just hits, it ends up on a lot of people's For You page for some reason. And now, you've been posting this sidewalk blocking for, a year and whatever, let's say.
Yeah, discarded umbrellas in New York. Anytime it rains, I go outside and take videos of the umbrellas that have been discarded.
And you just have to just do that. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying, where it's like you have to do it for yourself. You're like, I'm making this because I want to document this. It's not like you don't have to like totally divorce yourself from like caring if it's popular. Maybe it's okay to like, I want it to get popular because I want to connect with other people that feel the same way and identify with this thing that I feel passionate about. But you have to be prepared to just post that for you. Like, this is just for me and for like the 12 people that identify, I guess, apparently, until maybe one day it happens, And
if it does happen, you want to be known as the person who does videos of discarded umbrellas? Like, that's it?
Maybe because the social media is so frivolous. So why not have this like frivolous thing out there? Who cares?
Well, I don't want to create frivolous shit. So that's what I was getting at. When you look at this,
maybe the problem is the medium.
Yeah, when you look at this and you think, well, I know it's difficult to do, but this person's not really doing shit and they're popular. I could do it. But do I want to do it? That's the next question. Would that bring any level of fulfillment? Take the money out of it. If you're monetizing it, just take that, because it's always going to be nice to get extra money. Take the money side out of it. It's like, what is this is what I'm doing? For me personally, I'm not saying everyone, but for me personally, I don't think I would get anything out of it. But when you scroll and stare at this stuff, I think it does take a toll, because that question's constantly being asked. Like, I'm asking that to myself. It's like, what is this?
What is this?
What is this? Is this popular? Who the fuck's this person just telling me their opinions? That, again, if there's a level of humility, it's like, yeah, look, you guys, I would love a person come on. It's like, why the fuck do you care what I have to say? I have thoughts and they're fully formed opinions, but also it's like, I don't really know what the fuck I'm talking about. You should make your own opinions. It's dangerous if you just listen to me.
Well, they are making their own opinions because they've found the algorithm has led them to you, and there must be something that they identify with what you're posting.
It's too much. It's overwhelming. It's overload. 12 people looking at my umbrella videos. At some point, I wouldn't want to do it anymore, because I'm not passionate about fucking posting videos of umbrellas. They're all gimmicks.
I know somebody with 12 views on their posts.
What a weird jump.
They just continue to post and just keep going.
Well, that is part of it. You have to just keep going.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen overnight. In this instance, I know what you're talking about. It's probably never going to happen, but it's a form of entertainment for you.
Mm-hmm. It is. In a very, I don't know, cathartic? It's wild. We'll talk about it off air.
But people want to know. But now we can't.
No.
I bring it up often. I think I really just need to get off the phone completely.
Yeah. I would have no problem. Like, TikTok is kind of changing. It's getting like hit or miss. Like, sometimes I can scroll on it and enjoy, and then other times I'm like, this is all garbage. So if it does continue to like go down, I won't, I don't mind not continuing. I've been able to use lots of tools to like disassociate when I should be vacuuming or folding my laundry. You know, there's lots of things to distract myself. This is just sort of a newer thing.
Yeah. People hail the TikTok algorithm as some, superior invention. I think it's bad. Because it's too efficient. How quickly, because I never used to use TikTok, and then how quickly it just honed in on these few things. And I know you can expand it and you have to like search for other things that you like, but how quickly it just starts feeding you the same shit. And
like sometimes if it's like, if the algorithm if something has changed for you, and so now the algorithm, it almost feels like it's scrambling to find what you like. And so if you do stick on one video for a second or like look at their page, then every second video is them or that content. Yeah, and you're like, damn, I'm not trying to watch like ballerinas. I just was looking at one page that was ballerinas dancing.
I think it's better. It would be better if it gave you a variety of content, things that maybe you wouldn't necessarily think about looking at, things that fall outside of your scope of worldview. I know that probably doesn't promote long periods of scrolling, doom scrolling, wasting your fucking life.
I think it does do that.
They just want you on it as long as they can get you. So
I think it does give you different things outside of your scope. I think it's trying to read you, like it's trying to figure out who you are.
I think
when I speak Spanish more out loud, my phone tries to TikTok tries to show me Spanish videos in Spanish, and I scroll past them because I don't know always what they're saying. But sometimes I stick around because
it may be trying to figure out who you are, but in the process, it is shaping who you are. Yeah. Meaning, and there's probably just not a lot of this content because it doesn't do well. But when it comes to political content, I'm looking for, and TikTok is the worst place to do this. Come on, I get it. I understand I shouldn't even be on TikTok if I'm looking for moderate, logical, rational takes on politics.
Sure.
Like I just want to know what's happening and get someone's take who seems grounded and smart, who isn't hyper partisan. And that doesn't exist. It starts going one direction or the other direction pretty fucking quickly. And I see how people fall into these traps with their political views are right or left. That is all you will see. And this has been talked about a million times, me just experiencing it and trying to not go there. So putting some effort in to steer the algorithm, looking for content, again, that probably doesn't exist. And this is probably part of the problem. It does exist a little bit, but not enough. So I've seen the algorithm start going left, and then I try to steer it, and then it starts going right, and it goes far left, and then far right. And it's like, no wonder people get stuck in this shit. So I think the algorithm's awful. It's a terrible, terrible fucking invention. So then
you're not supposed to steer it?
Yeah, so then you're at its mercy.
Yeah, because it's supposed to read you. So you're supposed to just relax.
But it's not reading me because I'm looking for a very specific thing and it's taking me in this direction or the other direction. Shouldn't even be looking at political stuff at TikTok. I understand. I'll just keep watching these videos of women having freakouts at Ross because they can't get the 20% discount. That's all I really want to see.
Okay.
Police body cam videos of not violent stuff, of just people who are so fucking entitled. That was one of them. Did you come across that one?
Not the Ross one?
Yeah, it was a woman who wanted a 20% discount because her boyfriend worked at Ross, though he wasn't there with her.
Oh.
And she refused to leave. They wouldn't give her the discount. She refused to leave. And she just kind of sat there. And then it got to the point where she said she was going to come back, but she wanted them to hold the clothes. And they said, we're not going to hold those clothes for you. So they called in the cops for trespassing. The cops a million times said, last time I'm telling you this, you leave or we're going to arrest you. You are trespassing. But then they said it, 1,000 more times. And then finally, though, they dragged her out and she's shocked that she's being arrested. How you can't do this to me.
That is always so crazy.
There's just a level of entitlement.
Yeah.
It's like, just leave the fucking store. But then you start to think like there's something more going on here. Like, this is not just a normal person. I don't know if it's a disorder, if it's drugs.
Sometimes it is. Yeah, sometimes they are like something's wrong. But other times it really just seems like the rich people who pay $1 million to go into a submarine to go look at the Titanic that has been untested and constant failing because they think like, well, I'm rich and I'm paying a lot of money.
Yeah.
So this must be safe. I'm not going to die. I'm very rich and I'm very important. It's like, no, you're just a meat suit who's also going to implode, idiots. I feel like it's like that, where it's on a much smaller scale, where it's like, well, I'm this type of woman. I'm this type of white woman. And so there's not, I'm not going to get in trouble. I'm not going to get arrested. I'm not somebody who gets arrested.
But yes, you're right. That does exist. White women, especially.
Yeah.
That's kind of happened to me.
No.
They may be given more leeway. Told they're going to be arrested 1 million times before they're actually arrested.
Yeah. There was a lady I saw at a Panera Bread. And she was mad at this person because I think that she might have, I don't know where she was from, but she had an accent and she wasn't originally from the United States. But the person was wearing a Palestine, like a hoodie that had something about Palestine on it. And she was attacking them and like was trying to snatch their phone and like kept coming at them as they were backing up. And it was the dude in the scenario, it was him and his girlfriend. The guy was like pushing her away, and she kept coming at him. And then like he grabbed her coffee and like pushed it, and so it got on her a little bit. But then I think that they pressed charges, and they like found her at her home, and she kept saying like, they were coming at me, they were assaulting me, if they had just walked away, it would be fine. Like, it is a United States, you can say whatever you want and blah, blah, blah. And then they showed her the video and they're like, you're coming at them. Like, this is you being the aggressor. Like, no, they were the aggressor. It's like, what are you talking about? We're looking at it. Like, the fact that people back up and tell them to stop, and then that person who is victimizing themselves continues toward them and then later says how afraid they were. Like, no, you weren't afraid. You're the aggressor, you idiot.
This documentation of the world, nonstop documentation, is not a good thing. I look, having evidence like that, because it becomes a he said, she said thing, and there's no proof. But having access to all of this, it's like having the I forget the name of the app that tells you the crime that's going on. Yeah. It's like when you have that app, you think the world is the most dangerous fucking place because there are alerts going off every second. You open the app, you see like a 10-block radius and the crimes that have happened in that area, that it's like, it changes your perspective on the world, and it's not in a good way. You get rid of the app and you go out and you're like, I don't know, like, things happen, but I'm fine for the most part. Does it mean something couldn't happen to me? No, something could. I live in a city, but I think for the most part, it's fine. And this look into everything through these kind of videos that we're talking about, I don't know if it's not a good thing either. I probably shouldn't be looking at. That's why I say I should just get off. What good comes out of it? Sure, there are some things like people are creative. They can make funny, informative, entertaining things, but the majority of it is not that. And you don't find it too often. You just find all the garbage, and it takes a toll. And that's where I am at this point.
Okay. All right. So we'll look for your sidewalk blocking and
somebody already
umbrella.
Does that.
It is.
The umbrella thing was my idea, but that was more of a photo project. I had an idea for it 15 years ago.
Oh, you should. And start like numbering them.
Yeah. Just taking like crime scenes, put out those little sandwich boards.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's fun. That could be funny. Do chalk outlines of the discarded umbrellas.
That's a good idea.
That one was my idea. The blocking of the sidewalk thing is something that I saw where some guys like blocking New York City sidewalks edition 563. It's like, okay, good luck.
That's a little harder to, I feel, like to document.
What, sidewalk blockers? They're everywhere.
Yeah, the sidewalk blockers.
They block sidewalks. People are so oblivious.
Yeah.
They walk 4 wide on a sidewalk. It's like not even enough for 2-way traffic at that point.
Yeah, it is weird. And then when people like...
And they're slow.
When you're both walking through a doorway and the one person stays right in the middle, you're like, Your Majesty, here you go.
Yeah.
Can we both compromise and look at each other and be like, hello?
Nope. This is my doorway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's mine, bitch.
I'm walking here.
All right, that's all I got.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Don't cheat at trivia. Bye.